I don't make his lunch for him to take to work. And I'm like, well, why would I do that? And he was like, well, you know, the other guys at work, their wives make them lunch.
Also, do all the things that her man wants to do innately. Now, what happened to a woman doing it just because, right? Because men do things just because.
And yet, at 22, y'all are steadily like, I need a man who makes 80K, 100K, gotta make enough money, he's gotta be physically attractive, he's gotta live up to all of your standards.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now today I got one for you. This one here is going to be a good one. Before I get into it, guys, I just ask that you please like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to be sure that you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Alright, now we're going to get into this today. Now, we have a situation here where a man asked a woman, why don't you make my lunch? And this is how she shamed her husband on the internet. Let's hop right into it.
So my husband had the audacity to ask me, like, why I don't make his lunch for him to take to work. And I'm like, well, why would I do that? And he was like, well, you know, the other guys at work, their wives make them lunch. And then they asked me, like, why doesn't my wife make me lunch? And I was like, you know what? The guys at my work, their wives don't have to work. And they asked me, like, why do you have to work? My wife doesn't have to work. Never asked me for lunch again.
Yeah, see, this is the thing here. This is when division starts, right? This man just wants to feel special. And a lot of times what happens is women don't think, let me just oblige to make my man feel special, right? Because that's what he wants to feel. Man wants to feel wanted. He wants to feel cared for, right? I understand what she's saying, but I don't understand at the same time, right? Because what's going to happen then when he's with another woman because he wants to feel special, right? Then it's a problem. And it's not even that he'll leave her, right? Because guys won't be emotionally attached. But a situation like this, he may get emotionally attached to someone else out there who is going to do the extras. Let's see what they're saying in the comments. Now we have here, this lady said, you know, if a woman feels truly cared of, given effort into, and overall love, she will actually do all the things her man wants her to innately. Now, yeah, I get what you're saying, because it's all about what's happening to me. I'm feeling overall loved, and of course I'll do all the things that her man wants to do innately. Now, what happened to a woman doing it just because, right? Because men do things just because. Men do things in a logical state, right? What she's saying here is if a woman feels truly cared of and given effort into and overall loved, who's to say he's not doing that, right? She automatically assumes he's not doing that. He's actually asking her, why don't you do it, right? But anyway, let's keep going. So this one says, and this one makes sense. This is from my boy Isaac K. He said, 1 year update. He cheated on me and left me for a younger, hotter, and someone who cooks for him. That's what usually happens. But anyway, let's go into it more. So this woman said, my mother implanted this trait in my brain. I literally have to talk myself out of making meals, like out loud, mid-prepping, still feel guilty. Now, she said her mother implanted this trait in my brain. I literally have to talk myself out of making meals. This is what we're looking for. This is Mayra Lopez. As you see, and I hate to throw any shade on women out there, but Mayra Lopez, she's obviously of Spanish descent, right? And that's what you're going to get out of a woman that's Spanish, is a woman that's from another country. Same thing where I'm at right now, right? In the Philippines. Philippines is really a country of Spanish descent, and the woman wants to cook for you, you know. Even in a Spanish home, what they'll say is, when you're in the Philippines or in one of these Spanish countries, hey, did you have something to eat? Always trying to feed you. That's a natural instinct. And actually, it's a natural instinct for other women too, in other cultures. But is that something that's carried out nowadays? No, it's not, because you already know why. And it's true somewhat, I'll be honest, you know. Women shouldn't have to work. But the only thing is about that, right, is that nowadays, the reason why things are 50-50 so much is because of the independent woman movement. So guys on that hearing. Even my last video I made, right? Guys were saying, oh, well, no, I'll go half and half because men are not getting cooperation. And this is an example of it. All right, so guys, let me get into another video here from the same lady. All right, guys, so we're going to get into another one here. This is a woman who honestly saying she don't like coming on here and defending men, but she had to because what she's seen was completely nonsensical. Let's hop right into it.
I don't like coming on here and defending men. I really don't. If anything, it makes me angry to have to defend them because that means I heard somebody say some stupid that now I have to be on their side. At 25, realistically and logically, who is making more than 40K a year? Do you see that? Do you see 34,000 between 20?
Let's read this. Earnings increase beginning in one's 20s, as this age group includes some new college graduates. The median salary of 20 to 24 years old is $667 per week. Makes a lot of sense, which translates to $34,684 a year. Many Americans start out their careers in their 20s and don't earn as much as they will once they hit their 30s. Very true. And what she's talking about is the woman saying they want a man making six figures. And you have a lot of young women saying this. And you know what it is too? A lot of these younger women do need to be with older men. It's actually suggested. If a woman wants a man in his full stride, go older. But at the same time, a young guy is working on themselves. But then you have women, and you see it in tons of videos saying, I want a guy that's making money. And sometimes guys at 18, women are starting to say this almost as soon as they hit college. So that's what she's hearing. But let's continue. Let's see what she has to say.
And 24. And yet, at 22, y'all are steadily like, I need a man who makes 80K, 100K. In what world? In what world? He's got to make enough money. He's got to be physically attractive. He's got to live up to all of your standards, all of them, because you won't concede or compromise the biggest trait that actually leads to successful relationships. You won't compromise, okay? He's got to go on 3 trips a year. Like, what world are y'all living in?
Yeah, see, she said it perfectly, right? They want these younger men to produce like older men, right? That's what they want. They want the younger men to produce like older men and be a top earner at the age of 20 themselves. So it's getting harder on men, right? Women, and I say it all the time, you guys know the statistics. Women want men to do 5 times more of the work for less than half of the results. But anyway, you know what that's leading to? Men jumping on an airplane and leaving, okay? Because all I know is the country guys are going to, whether it's Brazil, DR, Mexico, where I'm at in the Philippines, going to Thailand. Guys are getting women that are cooperative and that cook. And it's not about slavery. It's not that these women don't have any education. It's not that these women are in third world countries, right? Because where I'm at now, is it the best ever? No. But where I'm at and what I see daily is I see a great environment. A lot of the morals that are given up in the West, those things are not necessarily taking place as much here. Of course, it's happening everywhere in the world, but this is why guys are officially giving up on the date market in the West and headed to greener pastures. Guys, thanks for watching. I don't know what's happening with this, but all I know, there's definitely more to life than this. Stay tuned for the next video.